Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Blue Tea Idaho, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, Sonia, how you doing today? How y'all doing? What is today? Today is Thursday, I think. I think today is Thursday. Hey, Matt, how you doing today, buddy? Appreciate you stopping in. What's up? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I don't know why, but YouTube is holding the comments that say, hey, hillbilly. I have to review those comments that says, hey, hillbilly. I think they're being prejudiced against the word hillbilly. I don't know about y'all, but that's the way I take it. Sonia said Taco Thursday. That's right. Only in New Jersey, it is Taco Thursdays. Everywhere else in the world, it's Taco Tuesdays. But in New Jersey, it's Taco Thursdays. KK says 83 degrees outside. It's 94 degrees outside here. 94, and the feel like temperature is 104. The feel like temperature is 104 today. Yeah, exactly, Matt. I guess so. Hillbilly is kind of derogatory and malicious. You would think the artificial intelligence would pick up that my channel is called Carolina Hillbilly, and they would understand that. You would think, Matt. I mean, I'm just saying. You'd think they would. It would pick up on that, but I guess not. You know how that artificial intelligence is. That artificial intelligence stuff, something to do with the government. That's what everybody up home would be saying. That AI, it ain't nothing but the government. I better watch out, though. They'll be flagging me because I said the word government. They'll be flagging me. I'll be getting one of them nasty emails. Hillbilly, you said something and you used the word government. Yeah, I can see it now. So what's everybody been up to? How is everybody? Has anybody seen my good friend Nell? Has anybody seen my good friend Nell Court? I haven't seen her nowhere. What's up, California Greg? What's up, California Greg? Greg was out at the Richard Nixon Museum. Like the people that think the vaccine involves a computer chip. That's right, Matt. Sonia says, I haven't broken anything. Sonia's a shoe-in for Employee of the Month. Can y'all believe it? Sonia's going to make Employee of the Month. As a matter of fact, she might make Employee of the Year out of this. She hadn't broke nothing this month. So she might make Employee of the Year. Be the first time ever. California was amazing. I hear you, dude. Did you have to wear a mask everywhere, Expedition Greg? Was everybody masked up at Disneyland? To quote Nixon, I'm not a crook. That's right, brother. That's right. I didn't know if if you had to wear a mask everywhere you was at out there or not. Yeah, I heard that, Matt. I read that today. Sonia says, I'm not used to not breaking things. Me neither, Sonia. Me neither. I can't believe you're going to get Employee of the Month this month. Expedition Greg says, only on transportation and at the airport. I got you. For indoors, Matt says. Yep. Yep. Expedition Greg was in Hollywood. He was asking everybody, what's your dream? What's your dream? Anybody remember what movie that was from? What's your dream? And Disney World? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that Disney World was doing that. Hey, this is Steph. Hadn't seen you in a while. You doing okay? I hope you're getting everything ready for all of us to come and stay with you. Hope you're getting everything ready. This is Steph. Expedition Greg said he tried his acting ability in Hollywood. I hear you. This is Steph's getting everything ready for all of us to move in. We're going to have a grand old time out over in across the pond in merry old England. Kids on summer holidays. I got you. I got you. Well, hello, Pilgrim. Expedition Greg said he goes to John Wayne Airport. He bypasses LAX. I don't blame you. I'd bypass that place too if I could. LAX, O'Hare, JFK. Anytime I can avoid all of those, I avoid them. I like to avoid all of those places. And to be honest with you, I try to avoid Dallas-Fort Worth in the summertime because they have such bad thunderstorms and wind shear in Dallas-Fort Worth. I try to avoid that place, if at all possible, in the summertime because of the weather. Matt says the Burbank airport is a lot quicker also. I thought just the rich people flew in and out of there, Matt. I thought that Burbank airport was just for the rich people. What's up, Amazing Maisie? How's everything up in Maine? There's that old fella in here from the great state of Georgia. It's the Gambler After Dark. For anybody that don't know, he's from the great state of Georgia. Check him out. Gambler After Dark has a huge crowd. Everybody, if you don't know the Gambler After Dark, check him out. KK said, that's just great. John Wayne Airport really looks cool. Never knew they had an airport after John Wayne. Yeah, went to Dallas-Fort Worth both ways for my layover. Yeah, I always tried to avoid there in the summertime, Expedition Greg. When I was traveling all the time, I always tried to avoid there because they have real bad wind shear from the thunderstorms in the summertime. Flights always got delayed. Gambler, my air conditioner was broke all day yesterday. They didn't get it fixed till 7 o'clock last night, brother. I almost died over here in South Carolina, Gambler. It was miserable hot, brother. They finally got it fixed about 7 last night. I was about to die, brother. The old Pillsbury Doughboy right here. I was well done, brother. I was well done. I can promise you. Hey, Dragoon Gaming, how you doing? Matt says DFW is my local airport. Mason said, I'm doing good. It's fixing the storm any minute. I hear you. King Bluto, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, Gambler. It was rough over here, brother. It was rough yesterday, Gambler. It got up to 96 degrees inside the house yesterday. Inside my house, it was 96 degrees yesterday. Dragoon Gaming says, how hot is it in South Carolina? Temperature is 94. The feel like temperature is 104. But yesterday, inside my house, it got up to 96 degrees inside my house because my air conditioner broke. The old air con broke. Starter capacitor, RVDJ. Lightning got the starter capacitor night before last. The starter capacitor is what starts up the compressor and everything. And the lightning got the starter capacitor night before last. Plus, I had them go ahead and clean it and do all the maintenance and all that. Cost me $240. $240. Hey, Stu's family, how you doing today? Appreciate y'all stopping in. Glad to have you here. Gamma After Dark said it's 95 there. Yeah, I'm 94, brother. Well, what it is, Sonya, the problem is when the lightning strike comes and it knocks the power out, and then the power comes right back on, and it knocks the power out, and the power comes back on. It throws voltage to the starter capacitor, and then it takes it away. It throws it back on it. It takes it away. It throws it back on it. It burns out the starter capacitor. Would you like a refund? I'm talking about what it cost me to get my air conditioner fixed, Vermont. I'm talking about what it costs to get my air conditioner fixed, dude. Blue Tea, Idaho. It cost me the exact same amount to get my air conditioner fixed. $240. Blue Tea, Idaho. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I know I'm poor, dude. Things keep breaking around this house. I don't know what I'm going to do. But no, I ain't getting no refund from them paintings because I don't want Nell to get them. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. I'm so broke, I can't pay attention. Dude, I'd have to win the lottery to make it up to broke. I would literally have to win the lottery to make it back to broke. Going to be a lot of beanie weenies to eat around here for about the next 2 months. A lot of beanie weenies. Between having to put my old dog to sleep, getting the septic tank pumped, getting the air conditioner worked on. Ooh, it's killing the old hillbilly. Absolutely killing me, y'all. Can't catch a break. Cannot catch a break. Every time I turn around, $200, $300 here, there, everywhere. Yeah, I hear you, Matt. Appreciate the like and share, Arlene Verdita. Got my power bill today. If anybody wants to pay my power bill for me, just type in the chat, say I will pay it for you. Just go ahead and type it in the chat. Anybody wants to pay the power bill this month. It went down from last month. I'll just give you a heads up. It did go down from last month. But if anybody wants to volunteer, I'm just kidding. Everybody said, oh, look, that hillbilly, he ain't nothing but an e-beggar. He was on there trying to get somebody to pay his power bill. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It went down to $329.70 this month. So it went down to $329.70. Last month, $400 last month. Last month was $400. So it went down $70. It went down $70. I don't even remember what my square footage is. Hold on a minute and I'll tell you. I never can remember. $2,736. $2,736 square foot is what it is. $36 feet wide and 76 feet long. I normally just say 2,400 square foot is what I normally say because I don't remember exactly what it is, but what's up, guys? Anything happened yesterday? I did not go live yesterday because I didn't want y'all to see me sitting here with nothing but my boxer shorts and a towel wrapped around my head because I was sweating so bad. That's how hot it was in here. I forgot what it was. I told Vermont in my live stream this morning. I think at 1 o'clock this morning, it was still like 88 degrees or 90 degrees at 1 o'clock this morning. It was still that hot in here. They got it fixed at 7 o'clock, and at about 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like 88 or 90 degrees still in here. But it's cool now. Oh, Lord, look out. Everybody, cover your ears. Here comes Dude Love into the live stream.
Howdy.
What's up, dude?
Look at that. Oh, I was checking the temperature. It's a whopping 64 degrees.
64.
Yeah, we got a lot of rain again.
I just went up a degree. The computer says 95 now.
Keep it. I'm good.
But the heat index, it's 104.
Nope. We have massive amount of rain coming down and 4 degrees.
Matt, my air conditioner ran all night long, brother. When they turned it on at 7 o'clock last night, I set it on 69. And when I got up this morning, it was down to 72.
Couldn't keep up.
Couldn't keep up.
That's what my wife doesn't understand. I set the one in Lexus's playroom there at 67. And I don't shut the darn thing off. It kicks off and on when it wants to. Because if you turn it off and let it get warm up in the house, you spend 6 years trying to get it cold again.
Well, I can tell you what, right now, outside on my unit, when they got it running, I could have literally fried eggs with the air that was coming out the outside unit, sucking air out of the house.
I bet it was hot.
There's my best friend in the whole world. Hey, Nell Court, how are you doing today?
I know.
Maisie said it's pouring rain in Maine.
Yep. Yeah, Matt, I'm cold. I'm in the basement, so it's only 58, 60 degrees down here. Hi, Arlene. I got to hear her talk.
Oh, really?
In her last video?
Yeah.
I thought you were joking when you said she talked fast. Holy cow. I went, huh?
Neil Court says, bite me, meanie head hillbilly. Dang, Nell, tell us how you really feel.
The whole back. Jeez.
I'm gonna have to move Nell up in the same category as SF Rose and Tony Damien. She keeps talking to me like that. Nell, I got a painting I'll sell you if you're interested.
Or
$100.
or 4. Or 3.
100. No, I'm just gonna sell her the one for $100.
I take it you're not parting with the red one.
No. And the int, no. The only person that might get those from me is going to be the sweet pea. Because she took my other ones from me. And when she sees those, she's going to want those too.
She didn't get the dragon, did she?
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing she took, dude.
I found it.
When she sees that ant tree, I can tell you right now, it's gone. There ain't no stopping that.
Did you see what I found in my pile of stuff?
No, I did not see.
It don't mind if I show you, do you?
No. Oh, no, Neil, you ain't getting that one either, Neil.
Yeah, I found it in the stuff I was going through out there.
Hey, Life Adventures in Keto. How in the world you doing, my friend?
What?
Hope you're doing well.
For real, it is. Hi. Oh, wait, I don't have a chat turned on.
Yeah, Nell ain't even going to get a whiff of that one.
Where's the chat? Oh, over there. There we go. Yeah, wow, I forgot I had that one.
Did you see that Israel come out and saying, I guess starting yesterday or the next day or two, they're going to start administering number 3 jab.
I did see that.
Above 60.
And they also came out with something yesterday that they're pretty positive that the one that a lot of people got in Texas, it was virtually useless for everything that's going on.
Yeah, I heard that too, or read that. Hey, Aurora.
The flu shot was just as effective.
Yeah, I read an article today that said that I guess the guy that used to work for the president, that you can't say his name because they'll block you from every platform on the earth.
Yeah, I know.
Said that it's not a matter of if you're going to get the Delta, it's when you're going to get the Delta if you don't have the prevention.
Yep. Yeah, I keep telling my son to get it, but he just refuses to go.
Nell Court said everyone needs to be very aware how mean Hillbilly can be, considering how sweet and nice he is. Nell, I put right in Vermont's chat on that one painting. I typed right in there, if Nell bids 60, I will stop. I put it right in there. Oh, I don't either, Life Adventures in Keto. I just read the news on my phone.
And I didn't do last night so well. I kind of lost control again.
Your problem is you don't stay focused.
Oh, well, gee, surprise. Me focused? Like that ever happens. Give me 10 minutes, I'm good. After that, all bets are off.
You were supposed to be asleep, dude. Neil, if you thought I was going to go to sleep and miss that red woman, you've lost your mind.
Yeah, he's been only waiting for that since I painted it.
I think that's one of the best paintings he's ever done. That's one of his, in my opinion.
The only one I can't part with yet is my Grim Reaper.
I don't know if I saw the Grim Reaper.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
It's right there. Hold on.
Hey, Travel Dreamer.
doesn't have a staff on it. But, the only thing it doesn't have is the sickle.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
It actually glows in the dark. That's iridescent paint.
I need that one too.
I'm not ready to part with that one yet.
Yeah, I need that one too. Neil said, I already purchased before and during. I wanted 33. And then she put, I could not go over budget. I went over budget, Neil. But I put in the chat on number 33, if you would bid 60, I would stop. And you didn't bid 60.
I remember what 33 was.
I was trying to help my buddy out.
Oh, 33 was.
33 is the one with the tree with the bird in it, ain't it?
Oh, that's that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's that one. Yep, I remember now.
And actually, I painted that one with the conversation you and I had too.
I'm really happy with the ones I have. I will eventually get over it.
No, she won't.
No, she
probably
won't.
not.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Neil, anything that I have any suggestions to for him is probably going in my pile. And then any of the other stuff on the dark side is just stuff that I actually like that he did. I'm just saying. In other words, go make your own suggestions, Neil, and bring your pocketbook. So there.
I'm not getting the middle. I'm staying right out of it.
I'm surprised Tony Damien didn't want nothing.
No, Sid have said something about painting the team down there that they like, and I don't think he liked one of it. Blech. Okay, there you go. Because no, I mean, look at the cup that's sitting right next to my computer. Do you think I'm gonna paint those particular colors for him? Probably not.
Neil Court says, I understand. And in her next comment, she says, fine then.
But we still love you now.
Yeah, I just about guarantee you I'll lose the int. I'll lose the lady in red. If I get that one you just showed me a while ago that you don't know if you're ready to part with yet, if I ever get my hands on that, I'll lose that one.
Well, just show her the little one and don't show her the big one.
No, that won't be good enough for her.
Well, you have a submarine.
That's gone.
You can't really lose. I really need to paint another one of these.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'll lose every bit of that.
Oh, hopefully that dried. Oh, I didn't show you how that dried completely.
Let's put it this way. My daughter dresses in black every day now.
Like me, pretty much.
Yes.
90% of the time.
Every day she dresses in black now.
I clear coated the big one.
Let's see. There you go.
It came out. It pulled all of the old texture from the old painting underneath it. So it just made it even more spooky as hell, basically.
Yeah, any of that stuff there that even comes close to looking like anything to do with Lord of the Rings or on the dark side stuff, she'll take every bit of that.
Yeah, I don't paint too many Lord of the Rings things, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, I don't have any more dark stuff. I would send you an extra one.
Travel Dreamer said, looks ghoulish. Travel Dreamer, what you doing looking in my mind like that? Do I need to wear something else over my head?
I didn't share this one.
Yeah, I know you didn't know that one. Because I remember the day you were working on that one. I didn't even see that one anywhere on your list.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't see that one nowhere.
I don't think I finished it. It's one of those that, it's like the one that's up on my wall up there.
Nell said Hillbilly would probably like my Stonehenge one. I might.
She
Travel-
paints some dark stuff.
Travel Dreamer says we are related, I guess. Maybe so, Travel Dreamer. If we were related, I sure wish you'd have sent me some darn air conditioner over the computer yesterday. Dude, I was afraid to even turn my computer on. It was so hot.
Would have
It
probably
miserably
overheated.
good.
Even the windows open probably would have been just.
Oh, I couldn't open the windows. It was hotter outside than it was inside. It was 100 and something.
Oh, not to mention the dust.
And it come a thunderstorm.
That's always a plus.
Nell said it might be dark enough.
Checking this to see if I still have that picture.
So he's got stuff hid away that he won't let me look at, y'all.
He does. I do. Of course I do. I got some very dark paintings that I don't share with people. Because it would be too offensive.
Nell says, when I give myself permission to go dark, it's sad. Wow.
It seems like it just happens with me.
That's what I've been telling everybody for years too, Vermont. With me, it just happens.
It just
because I wake up that way and go to bed that way, it just happens.
Yeah, it's like just gotta drift into the. I mean, I paint fluffy foo-foo stuff. Sometimes. Just not as intense as the dark stuff, that's all.
Well, here's what I'll say about it, y'all. And this is my personal opinion for whatever it's worth. The dark paintings actually take your mind to real world stuff, real world feelings. When I look at it, I don't see it as like a red woman lost in the woods and the big bad wolf's going to get her. I see other things. It's like the one painting he did where he had the opening to the cave with the swing sitting there. That takes me back to a different place from my past than what most people would look at. They'd look at it, well, why did he paint a swing outside of a cave? Well, my brain works different. I see things. It brings things out of me.
Because I'm demented a little, but.
Nell, it has cooled down. It finally got cool at 6 o'clock this morning. It was finally down to, what did I say, 72 or 73 this morning.
I don't know where that other.
But the hottest it got inside the house was 96, Nell.
Yeah, that's hot.
It was 96 degrees at 6 or 7 o'clock last night. It was just miserable hot.
I don't know where that one is. I don't know where that one is. Too many people. As you can see, I have way. I mean, those are all paintings.
Somebody else might own that painting.
It's very possible. I mean, I put snowmen on swing sets. Well, what do you expect from me? Should tell a story. They do.
That's what I think. I think the dark stuff takes everybody to a place in their past.
Yeah, that's like when I paint my front yard. That's what I got to look at for 5 years sitting there.
Yeah, it was bad, Neil. It was rough. I got two fans that I could. The stand-up fans are on stands, but Mom was in the recliner, and I set both of those up on her, so that was blowing on her. All I had was a ceiling fan, and I'm telling you right now, I roasted.
I have one of those towels that you get wet and you snap it, you put it around your neck, stays cool.
Yeah,
Those things really work. Oh, my snowmen? Yeah, I got all kinds of snowmen.
that's a different kind of dark to me, though. See, to you and Danelle, the snowmen are dark. To me, in my opinion, for myself, that isn't dark to me. That's silly dark. That's Friday the 13th, Jason, Halloween dark. The dark paintings that you paint, the woods, the people, the trees, the graveside, stuff like that is a completely real world feeling dark.
I think the snowman series messed people up because they thought I was painting just snowmen. They didn't realize those were actually people covered ice, snow, and at the final painting they all melted.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't come together at that time. But that was right after I lost my sister. So my mind was kind of in a very empty place. Well, not all of them are sad now. I got one that's not sad. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess that's dark and sad too. Yep.
So, what are you going to do when you run out of paintings?
Funny. How many paintings do you think I have?
Well, let's rephrase that. How many paintings do you have left that you think that I might be interested in, other than the one you showed a while ago? I need that one you showed a while ago that you haven't made up your mind on yet.
I like that one.
No, that's nowhere close to the one you showed a while ago that you're not sure if you're going to get rid of yet.
Oh, the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. That's too purple for you. I'm looking. I don't know what I have left. Might be nothing.
That's what I'm telling you.
No, I'm sorry. Nothing that's in here.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the good stuff that's hidden away somewhere. That's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, but some of the stuff that I spent years working on, big paintings, people don't understand them.
Well, I don't really, to me, it doesn't matter what you painted them and your understanding is. It's what my understanding is from looking at it. And sometimes that's two completely different worlds.
Doesn't seem so sometimes with us, though, does it?
Well, sometimes it's kind of scary.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Like I type something in the chat and you say it 2 minutes later. It's like, what? Wait, don't do that. Yeah, I have dark. I gotta still finish this one.
What's up in pro wrestling? How you doing? Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I watched you paint that one that day.
Still working on it. I don't like the green. I wanted to go different direction with it. But no, I have one right there that's just as dark as the black one.
Yeah, you're right, Travel Dreamer. The silhouette of the nearly tree with multiple ravens is so Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, somebody bought that. That one?
I can't remember if I bid on that one or not.
It's like my nephew's getting this one.
You're exactly, yeah, I know. You didn't give nobody an opportunity for that one.
Well, my nephew never asked me for anything. Never asks me.
Travel Dreamer says it's easy to interpret dark when you have been there. That's exactly right, Travel Dreamer. It's very easy to interpret the dark side when you've lived it.
Yeah, actually, I think that my brother did get the dark one. I don't know why. He's just my brother. You can bet against him. It's cool. Either. I guess I understand,
See, that one to me just looked like chaos. That's the way I took that painting. That was just, I'm having a nervous breakdown day. Chaos.
Well, this one right here was the one I had the big handprint on it.
That one you just showed a while ago. So far, I haven't made it completely to the absolute breakdown day yet.
Yeah, they were 3 days away from 2 or 3 days away from committing me. So yeah, been there.
Nell said, I did not like bidding against Bob. Oh, I can tell you right now, Nell, I ain't got a problem bidding against nobody if it's something I want.
It's just my brother. Don't worry about it.
Here's my problem with the auction things is my chat on my phone is so far behind where you're actually at in the live stream.
So next time I'll just have to have you up on the panel.
Well, no, you just need to have a phone set up for the phone in bidder like they do on TV.
We did. I looked over, I went, huh. Didn't expect it. I was expecting spam. Well, it kind of was. I like that, though. Sonia, did he threaten you? No. Not well. Yeah, kind of. Not really, though. The inflection was there, Hillbilly. Did you see it? Yeah. Okay. I saw it.
But for my side, it was like, okay, well, I guess you was like just getting ready to say, I guess that's it. And I had already I'd put in the bid. But on my phone, you didn't acknowledge my bid yet. That's why I called you.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. So I actually need to do less and take more time with each one, probably. Because Ace Odama, whatever.
Yeah.
She's in Australia. She's got the same issue. It's almost 8 minutes before she sees me sometimes respond to something. So I don't know. I could
Do
always
that, or
go.
we'll just have to start doing silent bids ahead of time, and then you just do the live stream and announce the winners.
I could do that in my community tab, couldn't I?
At least that way I wouldn't have to listen to Nell cry all the time.
I never thought of doing that in the community tab. Where you live, are you allowed to do that though?
I don't know if that's against community guidelines or not.
Oh, I'm sure what I'm doing is. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because next thing you know, as soon as everybody sees that you're doing that, they're gonna start. Oh, he's an e-bagger. He's on there begging. He's blah 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 blah. He's blah 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 blah.
Nope. You can bid if you want to, and you can bid if you. I mean, or not bid. It's totally up to you. And I'm sending a product in return.
No, I'm not trying to chase you off, Neil.
No.
From now on, Neil, I'll tell you every time what my cutoff point is in the chat. You pay attention, Neil, and I'll say, Neil, if you bid anything above this amount, I'll stop, like I did the other day. But I'm telling you, the one with the red woman and the ent was coming home with the hillbilly. One way or another, those two were coming here, because I know where those two are going to end up somewhere else.
I could tell you were getting kind of antsy that I wasn't bringing that tree up. It's like, because I hadn't even listed that one.
Yeah, I know you didn't. That's why I asked, just in case I'm not able to make it when that one goes up.
Yeah, I just hadn't really completely finished it. It came out okay, though. I was worried when it separated. Just one little spot. And actually, I think it came out better now. It sucked some of that deeper color in it. Well,
yeah, I like that one the day he did that one, Neil. I actually liked that one the day that he painted that. I was on his live stream watching him paint that day. That reminded me of my brother. That's why I went after that one, Neil.
Yep, we actually had talked about that. You said it kind of freaked you out. When I painted it was really near all that too.
Yeah.
Just like the other one I painted for you. Kind of just.
Yeah, see, just to let everybody know, sometimes I give him suggestions on stuff. And not on do this, do this, do this, do this, but I'll just throw some ideas out there at him. And then after a while, he thinks about it for a while, and then something eventually comes out. Sometimes
Close enough to hit home.
Sometimes it comes out close enough to where I got to have it. But I will tell you this. I do not give him anything pointers of any kind on flowers or green trees in the water and in the mountains. The only time I ever gave him a suggestion on one was where he had the river going around the bend, and I suggested he put like a cabin or an old barn or something on it. That's the only really suggestion I ever gave him about that one.
Yeah. Do I actually have that one in here?
Yeah, he can have the fluffy stuff, Travel Dreamer. See, it's a good thing.
Wait, you suggested balloons.
Oh yeah, I did suggest, but that was just the other day. I forgot about that one. I just said that landscape would be great with some balloons in the background.
Got some dead people.
See, I don't know why, but that one didn't trip my trigger. Hey, Sonia.
Probably
How are
the
you?
probably the truck.
Now, see, you did that one. I think Aisha ended up with it. That one where the highway was going like through a black hole in
She's
the
got
back
it.
of the painting. I think Aisha ended up with that one. I actually
Yeah.
like that painting too.
Yeah, she has that one. The big one.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Aisha ended up with that one. I thought that was pretty cool. Kind of like a highway to nowhere.
Wait a minute. No, I think I still own that.
I thought she got that one.
Talk to Sonya for a minute. I'll go check.
Oh,
Unless you want me to not.
now you can look. You can look for it later.
Wait, you can talk to Sonya if you want to.
She thinks.
I can't believe I just said that to him.
Wow.
Even though it's your channel, it just never mind. On that note, maybe I'll go back into the chat.
I'm still waiting on him to do one with stairway going up a mountain with angels on it, with the black hole to heaven in it. That's what I'm waiting on.
Well, I just got the angel wings figured out. You know? So I gotta, now that I figured out how to do them.
What's that video called? Crossroads. Bones, what is it? Bones Thug Harmony. At the end of that video, that's a pretty good.
You watched a video by Bone Thugs and Harmony?
I love them.
Really? Wow.
Biggie Smalls is one of my favorite guys of all time too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that Crossroads song gives me chill bumps every time I watch that video.
Hillbilly listening to Biggie Smalls.
I think that's one of the few genres that I don't own.
What, the rap?
You know what Tupac's favorite song to me is? The one he did, the song he did about his mama.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
See, I think the only thing I own that's remotely close to rap was Weird Al Yankovic's Gangster Amish Paradise there.
Yeah, exactly, Travel Dreamer. It's kind of like a stairway to heaven. Matt Brooks said, laugh out loud, Hillbilly. I would never guessed in a million years.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
That's
here's
insane.
a little bit of history that y'all don't know about the Hillbilly. I like songs, not necessarily groups,
Right.
but I like songs. And I listen to a lot of different music. And when I find a song that I like from that group, I really like that song.
But do you listen to anything else that group did?
I do listen to a lot of their other stuff to see if I like it.
Right.
A lot of times I don't. I'll be honest with you. The song Tupac did about his mama is just about the only song from Tupac that I really liked. And some of Biggie's stuff, some of the nasty stuff, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But
I have rap, I just don't play it.
the
I
problem
live
is,
up here in redneck world and I don't listen to country music, so
well, see, I'm the same way about country music. I don't. Everybody's, Hillbilly's from the South. He loves country music. I like certain songs of country music.
I like some of the old rockabilly stuff. You know, or way back like the old Waylon Jennings type older not so. My wife left me stuff. Yeah, I want the Johnny Cash. I'm in prison. You know,
My wife slept with my best friend, with my dog when she left, and I had no beer left in the refrigerator to drown my sorrow.
And she took, she took the house and left me the truck, and
She even took my beanie weenies. Yeah.
Jerry Reeves tapes. Yeah, that type of. Of course, I don't listen to modern music much. Not very much at all. I don't care for it.
Well, what I was going to say earlier is it's probably a good thing that I can't paint because I would be scared what would end up being on the paintings if I did paint.
How do you know you can paint?
Because I know I can't.
in there.
Well, you probably sell the stuff for $500,000 with that other dude there that can't paint.
Yeah. Did you see that one thing where he's sitting there blowing through a straw, turning the straw, painting? I'm like, damn, we did that in kindergarten.
Second grade. That's what Lexus did preschool last year.
Forever best friend, what's up? Hey there, I'm editing for my trip to Asheville. I had the most priceless photo ever. My dog taking a dump on the front lawn of the Biltmore house. Forever best friend, would you believe I was born and raised in Hendersonville and I never stepped foot in the Biltmore house? I've been on the grounds of the Biltmore house because we used to buy cattle from them and sell them cattle, but I've never stepped foot in that Biltmore house. Travel Dreamer says, I don't listen to headbanger stuff. Everything else is okay. Well, Travel Dreamer, I consider Ozzy Osbourne headbanger music, and I've listened to him all the way back since Deep Purple. That's why I don't give myself permission to be dark, Neil says.
I like Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Of course, then again, I listen to Alice Cooper too. So, I mean.
Well, the thing of it is, though, if you're going to listen to Black Sabbath or Ozzy, you kind of need to have the lyrics in front of you so you can kind of read along the words, because what you think he says might not be what he really says till you learn the songs.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of them like that.
AC/DC's that way. You really got to kind of – that's a good thing about YouTube, where they're singing and they actually put the words. People can actually see what they really say versus what they think they say. I hear you, forever best friend.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's a good thing I don't paint, because I think it's a good thing that some stuff don't get out that's inside my head.
It does. No one sees it for me.
Travel Dreamer says, Alice is okay. I like animals. So I didn't go for Ozzy. ACD isn't headbanger. They're more like Van Halen. What? Comparing Ozzy Osbourne to Van Halen? Ooh, I don't know about that. That's kind of a stretch to me, Travel Dreamer.
So was she talking like Megadeth or Twisted Sister or Slipknot or something?
Nirvana. This might be talking about Nirvana.
Nirvana's pretty. That's pretty.
Twisted Sister was a joke.
Yeah.
I don't even count.
Iron Maiden. Okay, Iron Maiden might have been that. That's probably a headbanger.
Now, Iron Maiden, I can listen to.
Yeah, I like it, but
Travel Dreamer says AC/DC to Van Halen.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
That never crossed my mind to compare those two. So,
hair bands. So
what
they put them in
category
six-
would Black Sabbath fall into then?
heavy metal?
Just heavy. Not quite acid rock, that's for sure.
Yeah, AC/DC and Van Halen are kind of considered hair bands.
Now, see, hair bands to me would be
See, I like
like,
the color.
I don't know, who would be a hair band to me? Probably,
White Snake.
Def Leppard?
yeah, that and who sang that? Every Rose Has a Thorn.
Poison.
Yeah, Poison.
Poison, oh, that genre. You could probably put Steve Perry in there with Journey, I would think.
No. Journey. No.
If you spend more on your perm than you did your guitar. Sassy, she thinks Poison.
Poison was okay.
Didn't they do Something to Believe in?
Yep.
That song and Every Rose Has Its Thorns. Only two songs I like they did. But Something to Believe in, I like that song. I never was a Motley Crue fan.
Really?
No,
See, I like Motley Crue.
I never liked. Who else didn't I like? Who's the guy with the big lips from England?
Oh, Police or Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones.
Yeah, Mick Jagger.
Jagger.
I never was an Aerosmith fan.
No. Well, some Aerosmith stuff is good. But,
2 or 3.
yeah.
My brother listened to that, and I was listening to like Leonard Skinner. And
Leonard
Stuff
Skinner
like-
was played to death. Oh my god.
nah, you flip it over. People
Well-
never listen to the B side of anything.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about Leonard Skinner, and I agree with you, Sonia, because I grew up in that genre, and I had a chance to go see him. We actually had tickets the year my brother graduated high school. But if you can find some of their lost tapes and go back and listen to some of that older music when they first come out of the swamp,
right.
they were actually a really good band before radio took their songs and just played them to death till everybody got tired of hearing the crap.
Usually when I do a gig, people will ask me to play, Sweet Home Alabama. They'll want to hear Freebird. Last Saturday night, I had a woman ask me to play Simple Man. First time in 15 years. Somebody wanted to hear Simple Man.
To me, that song Curtis Lowe is one of the best songs they ever did.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story. I don't know. It's like these guys just keep touring and touring and touring and touring, and they got to bring them up to the stage in a wheelchair and pump them full of oxygen, and I don't know what to get them up on the stage. Just
There was
go
a
away.
rumor. There was a
What did
rumor
Matt
going
just say?
around.
ZZ Top bassist died yesterday.
Oh,
Didn't
no
know
way.
that.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Sorry, I just saw that. I was like, wait, what?
Forever Best Friend says one of my best buds is in Cheap Trick. They got to pay the bills. Well, that's something that a lot of people don't realize, y'all. Is back in the day, a lot of those bands, everybody thought, oh, they made millions. A lot of them didn't make no money. They made a certain percentage of T-shirt sales and stuff like that, but they didn't make nothing else, y'all. They signed some very crappy contracts.
Oh yeah,
That's like the Black Sabbath. They were all out in Black Sabbath. They were all out in California, living in a one-room apartment, starving to death.
Yep.
Playing concerts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sending them to Sonya, but I have on the floor behind me, there's 12 CDs, two-sided, of one-hit wonders. People
I'll be
think,
right back, y'all.
you know, they made their millions and millions of dollars. No. One time, you don't produce anything else, the record company throws you out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I have all that. That's going with you on your way to your house.
What from? Oh, home, and then I'll just send them back to you.
No, just bring them back.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're sending them out, and I'll bring them back. I got you. Okay. I know
Or
you were kind of like up and down
keep 'em.
about that.
I don't care. Actually, I'm sending you some to keep too,
Why?
because I have duplicates,
Oh, okay.
like the folk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've got duplicates of them. I have 2 sets of them.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Thank you.
Rock and roll from 1950 up through 79. I got duplicates. Some country music, one-hit wonder stuff. I got duplicates.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not
But
saying
that's because you get them from, you get so many from so many different places that it's bound to happen. I get that.
gotta like it. What is your most requested song?
Sweet Caroline.
That's what Charlie Grace asked you.
Sweet Caroline and Build Me Up Buttercup.
Oh, I figured it'd be the Macarena there.
No, no Macarena.
Not anymore.
Back in '97, it was when it was popular, yeah, but not so much now. Did you see that Noni's husband starting a channel?
I did see that on the Runny Egg.
Yeah.
I was there.
He actually.
I went. Kim? Who?
Because you're not used to seeing her last name.
No, well, I mean, I've sent her stuff, so yeah, but I flew, messed me up because I was like,
Who that?
I know that name.
Yeah, he just. I was looking at my other page there. I saw he became a family member, so I was like, oh, that was nice.
Oh,
That's the one for your brother.
my brother decided he's gonna leave it with me.
He doesn't want it?
He has a photo of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure if I actually sent it to him. I think I might have actually sent him a blow-up photo of that one. Oh, Travel Dreamer. I have a T-shirt coming out. I did a Dandelion T-shirt.
Yeah, you said you were going to do that.
I did. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do it on black or tie-dye.
So which one did you end up with, the tie-dye?
No, black.
Oh,
Big yellow.
I know you like both. So.
No name on it. Completely. No. My name's not on it at all.
Oh.
Because, well, I forgot. Hey, hillbilly. Sorry.
I got a question for y'all. On those American Idol and America's Got Talent, The Voice and all that, who do you think's really doing the judging during those auditions and stuff? Do you think those judges on the panels are actually doing the judging?
They actually don't see everybody. Those are only handpicked people they're seeing. They
But
have a group of
here's
judges
my
that
point.
already go through everybody else.
How can you take a comedian, a supermodel, and whatever that other woman is, and Simon Cowell's the only one on there that acts like he actually knows what music is, can judge people musically?
I can
You
read
know?
a teleprompter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's actually doing the judging?
Yeah, like she says, that producer that's up there saying, "Say this." This
Yeah.
is what you're gonna say.
But it amazes me the people booing the judges. Don't be booing the judges, booing the guy or the girl in the background that's telling them what to say.
Because there was this YouTube channel that actually is gone now because they probably broke all kinds of rules. But they were doing behind the scenes stuff, and they actually do run throughs with all those people ahead of time. So they already know what's going on.
Yeah, have you noticed on a lot of them, the people that don't make it are getting less and less and less and less. They're screening it out so much. I mean, I used to like to watch. To me, those were the funny ones that were enjoyable. They got out there and made a fool of themselves. But those are getting fewer and fewer and fewer and far between.
And now America's Got Talent seems a whole lot like a singing competition. There's very little.
Especially if you watch the ones from around the world.
It's The Voice.
I watch a lot of that. The Voice around the world. You know, every country's got it now. There's actually some good singers from other countries around the world that win their country's, Voice or America's Got Talent. But you never hear of them again.
Well, there's some really good Filipino singers.
Oh, dude.
I listened to a couple of them on YouTube. Actually, they're friends with Arlene, and they're really good.
You should see them in person. There's a band over there 2 years ago in Barrio Beretta, dude, doing cover songs, rock and roll cover songs. They're better than the originals. It's been that way. When I was there in the 80s, it was that way. Outside the Navy base, for a mile, there was nothing but bars and singing places. And every one of them, they were in there singing.
I watched a reggae group from there last night live. They were singing live on YouTube.
A lot of those people end up touring Japan, Korea, Australia, and some of them even make it over to Great Britain. But a lot of them go to lots of places in Europe. But the United States doesn't ever, it's like they don't pay no attention to what's going on over there.
I bet if you're Filipino and you get to go sing in a big venue in Japan, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of people. I mean, more than we could produce, probably.
So, there's still a lot of animosity between those two countries, dude.
Is there?
From World War II.
I bet.
Yeah, there really is. There's still a lot of animosity there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I did notice that a lot of them are not working in Hong Kong and stuff. Which is actually, that's what's their capital city now?
For who?
For Japan. They go by province, though, right? So they're broken up into.
Yeah, but their capital is still Tokyo, I think.
Tokyo. Because I know that one of them was part of Britain and is no longer part of Britain and whatever.
No, that Hong Kong's part of China.
China?
Yeah. They were separate, but now they back belonging to China again. We used to spend 2 weeks there every year in Hong Kong. That's in the 1980s. That's the only place we went that had a McDonald's.
Those two places confuse me. So I just know there's a stamp on some of the stuff I buy that says one place or the other.
Yeah, back in the 80s, the American-made Pioneers, they were costed thousands of dollars of equipment. You could go to Hong Kong and buy it for a couple of $100s, and it said Pioneer right on it, but there wasn't a piece of it that had anything to do with the United States. Same thing in Chennai, Korea in the early 80s. Remember the members-only jackets?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And what was those tennis shoes? There was a
Adidas or Nike? Or or
Might have been Reeboks.
Reeboks. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Reeboks and the members only jackets. Dude, I could when we'd pull into Chin Hay, we'd all buy stuff. You could spend $50 and buy 20 people's Christmas with
I know
members only jackets and Reeboks.
I got a friend of mine that was in the Air Force. He was an Air Force commander, and he actually spent a lot of time in Korea, and he's got like 4 Rolexes that were made in Korea. I said, you know those aren't Rolex? He said, yep. They say it right on it. I said, okay. He knows.
You know,
He doesn't care.
nowadays, you got the DVD players and all that. Back in 1983, when I first got to Japan, well, I got to Japan, was there for a month, went to the Philippines for a year, and then back to Japan. They actually had disc players back then. It was movies that come in like a big old record package. You slid the whole thing into the machine, pressed it, and then you pulled the outer shell off,
Yeah, laser
and it was
disc.
a movie disc.
Yep.
And you could watch it. Was like the first DVDs way before they were in the United States.
Have you heard of a channel called Sure Shannon?
The Sure Shannon Show?
Yeah. Of
Yeah.
course you have. He collects those. He still actually plays them.
Dude, I used to have boxes and boxes and boxes of movies.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Remember that movie Flashdance?
Oh yeah.
The first time I ever saw that, it was on that laser disc. Yeah, KK said it was a laser disc.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have the LP. The cover was kind of catchy.
Yeah. You just like that water falling.
It was just it had
Reminded you of the Farrah Fawcett bathing suit commercial, right? Or poster.
poster. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I had Charlie's Angels and Cheryl Teagues, and who was the other one I had? You could win her poster at the fair throwing darts all the time. And she was really known for her just being a poster model. Christy Brinkley? No. Was that her? Yeah. I think it was Christy Brinkley. You always could win a poster. That and the mirrors, the like Heineken mirror or Budweiser.
Well, I always figured you to be a, what was her name? Adrienne Barbeau kind of guy.
Yeah. Hey, I had a Marilyn Monroe poster too, so. I actually like the old pinups, the old pinups from Bombers. I actually collected that art for a while.
Yeah, that's like the old fan dancers back in the day. A lot of their stuff's getting auctioned off now for a lot of money.
That's what that Danielle there from American Pickers, she's a burlesque dancer.
Yep. Yeah, that woman was trying to sell her collection for $20,000 the other week.
Yeah. Okay.
But back during the day, a lot of that, the fan dancers, the burlesque shows, stuff like that, they were actually, that was a profession. They were professionals about it. Instead of nowadays, you just go to a strip joint and you've been to one, you've been to all of them,
Yeah, there's no, okay, spin around a pole. Well, that was interesting the first half a minute.
Yeah.
Just like, whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. It used to be, people used to dress up and stuff like that and go to the burlesque shows and stuff. It was actually a show.
Yeah, Sonia's favorite is Magic Mike. Look, she's going, shut up.
Believe it or not, I never saw that movie.
I want
What
to
was
see.
that? What was that weird movie that Nicole Kidman played in? Where she was a dancer in that theater in England. What was that crazy movie called? Moulin Rouge.
Yeah,
That was a different movie. But I guess that's the way it used to be back then. You know, everybody get dressed up and go to the theater and they put on shows like that.
I don't hear much about Rocky Horror Picture Show anymore. Used to.
Finally, you talking about something getting run into the ground.
I went to one. Maybe we're talking like the 80s, where you brought your toast and
They're diehards out there.
No, I'm good.
Well, you know, the Deadhead movement's kind of slowed way down too. Now, the last time Jimmy Buffett came to Columbia, South Carolina, we were around the Coliseum down there working, and the Parrot Heads, dude, they bring their inflatable palm trees, their inflatable swimming pools. They bring their sandbags and pour sand out and their lounge chairs. And I mean, there's still a pretty big following of the Parrot Heads.
There's some of the really old groups have really huge groupies. I mean, crazy. I still got Grateful Dead music.
You know, I never was a Grateful Dead fan.
I could never get into them.
I
Me
own
neither,
the
Sonya.
entire concert collection from day one till I actually
Couldn't
gave it
get
away
into
to a friend of mine that had cancer. She was a big Grateful Dead fan, and she only had like 18 months left, so I sent her my entire collection. Made her happy.
Yeah. I just my brother was 3 years older than me, and he was a big Grateful Dead fan. And I've tried. I've listened to it, and I just can't. I don't get into it. And to be honest with you, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, there's only a couple of songs of theirs that I actually
there's
listen to.
Matt. No, it's music.
You know, a lot of people will disagree with me, but harmony wise, I think one of the greatest groups for harmony that'll go down ever was the Eagles. Those group of guys just blended.
I think it's right behind me, actually. Too many paintings, I can't get to it. But yeah, that's that CD right there. That's the Eagles. I was just listening to it.
Travel Dreamer. I never was a Santana fan. Now my brother was. My brother loved Santana, but I don't know. See that. Here's my problem. My brother was 3 years older than me, and we didn't live together. He lived with who's supposed to be my real dad, and I lived with my mom, and I was adopted. But sometimes sometimes in weekends I'd go stay with them, or every now and then in the summer I'd go stay a week or two with them. My brother, way back in the day, and him and all his buddies, yeah, that's the best song they ever did, in my opinion, KK. But they were all into that. Remember the black light posters and the black lights and all that?
My older brother.
Yeah, they were listening to Blue Oyster Cult and Santana, and they were listening to Grateful Dead. And they were a lot of them were listening to Alice Cooper, and it was a different time period back then. It was kind of in between the crazy 60s and trying to get started into the 70s, somewhere in between kind of feeling.
Yeah, my brother listened to anything that would piss off my mother. really, because she was a classical violinist. So everything that wasn't really classical, she, or country, because my grandfather listened to country.
Well, see, I blame everything on my brother because by me being 3 years younger, I was exposed to a lot of those crazy things that they were doing back then, ingesting things and smoking things and drinking things, and
And
it kind of scarred me because once I got into high school, I was always hanging out with older people because that's the only people that I really could associate with because I'd been hanging out with my brother and all his older people. So I had a hard time in high school because I was always dating older girls. And that was just where my mind was at. To me, people my age were young, dumb, and stupid, I guess is what I'm saying. That's the way I looked at things.
yeah, my problem was I came out of that private Catholic school and went to a public high school. It was like sticker shock for me. It was like, wow, girls. They're not wearing a uniform.
I went with my brother. The big thing in the South back then, when you graduated high school, everybody would go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. All the seniors, when they graduated, that's where they went. Well, my brother graduated high school, and off to Myrtle Beach I went at 15 years old with my brother to their graduation trip to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And you talking about a rude awakening. Good Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, my first day of high school where I didn't have to wear a necktie, a blue shirt, and blue pants. I was like, what a football. Yeah, it was a big change. I didn't mind.
Just you know what's scary is to sit down and contemplate how much this world has changed just in our lifetime. I can understand why back when we landed on the moon, why a lot of the older folks didn't think that was possible. That they didn't trust the government, that they really did that. I can understand that. You grew up in a time period where there ain't no way in the world, I could see why the old people really didn't believe that kind of stuff because, could you imagine us in 8th grade sitting around talking about, yeah, dude, 40 years from now, we're going to have a cell phone we carry in our pocket and we're going to have a GPS to tell us where to go. And yeah.
Okay. How about just 5 years ago, did you think you'd be sitting in a chair talking to somebody, two people across the other part of the world, country, with people from all over the world?
Yeah, like the other week when I was talking about how we used to look at encyclopedias and stuff. I'm being serious about that. If I wanted to know something about New Hampshire, I had to go get the encyclopedia and read about New Hampshire or New Jersey or wherever. Now you can click on, type in New Jersey or New Hampshire and hit the button and you got 5,000 videos you can watch. Different things you can do.
Book report has a whole new meaning.
There you go. The new book of knowledge.
Copy, paste, print.
Got them all right here in the bookshelf.
Did you ever get a copy of the president's encyclopedias that had all the presidents, nothing but the president stuff in it? I actually had a set of those too.
No.
Hey, I collected pennies. Come on. Put them in the little book with the date,
Still got the entire set.
I figured you'd have been a stamp collector / butterfly collector.
I do have stamps. Because the company that my grandfather worked for had mail coming in from all over the world during World War II. So He collected all the stamps for me and gave them to me.
Speaking of collecting, did you see how much that quarterback for Kansas City's signed rookie card sold for at auction?
No.
Beat Tom Brady's 3.2 or 3.3 million. It sold for 4.2 or 4.3 million dollars.
I wonder what my Shaquille O'Neal rookie card is worth.
I don't know, but this one's signed, and the buyer wants to remain anonymous. There's the kitty.
Yeah, mine isn't signed. I do have signed baseball cards, but
Neil Court said, book reports are really more complicated than before the internet because of the misinformation.
yeah.
But yeah, $4.3 million for a football card.
That's foolish.
Babe Ruth stuff don't even go for that, dude.
Nope.
That just goes to prove right there that a lot of people have more money than brains nowadays.
Yeah. Just watch that. What is it? Maycomb auction there, the big car auction.
Yeah.
Watch that sometime.
Meekum and Barrett Jackson.
Yeah, Barrett Jackson's just as bad. Oh, look, there's a car I used to wreck when I was a kid. It went for how much? They sold a Chevy Chevette the other day, mint condition, like 26,000 original miles. It went like $30,000.
For us.
I said, for a what? So what's next? A $100,000 Pinto?
Yeah.
My thinking of it is a single person. When is enough money enough? I mean, I know we're an open and free society. I understand that. But when you're worth $200 billion,
yeah.
When is enough enough? I mean, you could write everybody in the United States a check for $1 million.
And still not
even put a dent in it.
Yeah.
And do you realize how much good that every single one of us could do with $1 million?
The interest rate alone on that would be more than I make in a year.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I've told everybody this forever. I could not spend the interest on $1 million because I don't spend money.
Yeah.
I'm so used to living on nothing that.
Exactly. I wonder what that would do. Unfortunately, though, I wonder what that would actually do to our economy. If somebody actually wrote everybody in the United States a check for $1 million, would anybody ever go back to work? Would we have farmers? Would we have food? What would happen if that happened?
Well, I bet that farmers would still work and they'd be just more efficient. Because I know a lot of farmers that will not stop working. They just won't. It's not in them. It's not in their makeup. They have to work. But I know that they would love to have enough money to get the newer technology to make their job a little easier to produce the same amount.
Travel Dreamer said $20 is still important in my home. Travel Dreamer, I think I have $2 in my wallet.
I don't have any cash in my wallet.
I don't need no new car. I don't need no new house. I don't need no nothing.
I want to just pay for what I have. That's what I want.
Yeah, I've said that a million times. Just imagine if all of us didn't have to worry about being able to pay our bills every month.
Well, even just a house payment.
Yeah.
Or a car payment. You know, if we had a car and a house, how much more money we would be able to put into society. Yeah. I miss work. I wish I could go back to work. I've asked about 100 million times, but
Can't you do something remote?
I do. Remember?
Well, I know that, but something else that, you know, is in your field, so to speak.
I still do that sometimes. I still answer the telephone from other mechanic calling me up asking me how to do things. But I still edit photos every week. I just miss getting my hands dirty.
Yeah.
Probably not a safe thing for me to do anymore, though. Even Hillbilly says so. Stop painting the house. Stop mowing the grass.
Oh, I agree with that, Neil. I believe that wholeheartedly, Neil. If their house was paid for and their car was paid for, the economy would be awesome.
Oh, and this continuing to build stuff when we have buildings that are completely empty, just because people don't want to move into that particular building. I was watching a YouTuber yesterday, and he went to a car dealership, actually down near you. It was a huge car dealership, empty, out of business, massive building, just closed. And 2 blocks down the road, they're building a new one.
Dude, you should come down south and drive through some of these small towns. It used to be thriving small towns. Now it's all boarded up buildings.
Yeah, you watch some of the people driving videos. It's like that's a whole town. There's 2
Amazon,
buildings.
Walmart, Target, all these places. They put those people out of business.
Yeah.
Hello.
Howdy, how you doing today?
Oh, I always got my dishcloth in my hand.
Taco Thursday.
The Taco Thursday. In the microwave?
Yeah, it drives me nuts, really. It's like, why waste? You know me, I like to recycle stuff, and
Dude,
all that stuff that stuff's built with could be reused, even if they don't want to use that building again.
Could you imagine what an awesome house would look like if you could use some of that old brick from some of those old buildings and some of the old timbers from inside?
I mean, me personally, I would move my house into an old dealership. You know how big of a house you could have? You could have a 5-car garage, an indoor pool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you'd have a huge house and the building's there. Excuse me.
Yeah, I just think that'd be neat to be able to take some of that old brick and recycle it and, build you a house up in the mountain somewhere with open beams and use some of those old wooden beams out of those places.
Well, up here they do a lot of the timber frame stuff from the old barns. They'll tear down an old barn and rebuild the house with the timber frames because those are 12 inches. I mean, if you lose an inch off that board, you've still got an 11-inch 11 by 11 piece of wood.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but that's a little stronger than a 2x4.
Yeah, I guess this morning they had some kind of earthquake up there off of Alaska. Did you see that?
No, I haven't been online much today.
It was like a 8.2 off the Alaska Peninsula or something. They threw up a tsunami warning.
Wow, yeah, that's the thing up there. That's dangerous because a lot of those houses are pretty close to the water.
Yeah, a lot of fishing villages built right on the water up there.
And those things will run up a river. They don't care. If it's got an opening and it's going in that direction, it'll just keep going.
Well, everybody talks about that, but that's the problem with over in Southeast Asia. Those people are, they live in huts right on the edge. The high tide comes to right here. They got a hut built right here. And they're fishing boats and stuff. And something like that's just devastating.
Isn't it in the Philippines that has that entire city that's actually on stilts in the water? Or is that in Japan or China? One of those places.
It might be somewhere else. I don't recognize where that is.
Yeah, it's in this giant in the bay of this big, huge bay around surrounded by this massive city, and there's an entire village built on stilts, shacks, the entire
Well, it's
community.
it's like over there the other day, south of Manila, they had the 6.8 earthquake during the same time they were having a typhoon.
Yeah.
And they got the tall volcano still rumbling, getting ready to erupt again.
China's like underwater.
And the place up north of Subic Bay, where the old military base, it blew in what, 91 or 92, and covered the whole area over there in like 4 inches of ash. It's rumbling again.
Yeah, they lost 3 dams and almost 1,000 levees. That's not good.
In the middle of a pandemic.
In the middle. Yeah, like they really needed to have that extra, especially that ground zero-ish location.
Yeah.
Like they needed that.
Dude, I was watching a video the other day. They were showing over in the Philippines, there's people wading through waist deep water trying to get to the vaccine sites to get the prevention.
Yeah, and we have to give away $1 million so people show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's-
actually a big discussion.
That's sickening, isn't it?
Yeah. We have to have lotteries that you may get a chance to win $1 million, but you have to come in and get it. Just so people go.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to get off from here. I got to figure out what to do for dinner. There was somebody that came to my house yesterday to work on the air conditioner. He was the helper of the guy that was actually the technician. And they got to talking about the preventions. And that one guy said, I'm not doing it. I said, why not? I said, I got both of mine. I said, I'm good to go. You know what he said? Don't want no chip inside me.
That's the kid upstairs. Like you can't be that stupid. How big do they think the chips are?
Exactly, dude. I'm surprised the big old guy didn't punch me in the face because I know he could tell by the look on my face. I was thinking in my mind, you're the biggest dumb ASS I've ever met in my life.
There really is no fixing stupid, is there?
No, that's a perfect example of it. No wonder you're a helper for a guy working on the air conditioner making a bunch of money, and he's probably paying you $7 an hour to walk around and look dumb and lift heavy stuff.
Because people, those little chips that they put in animals, they have to wand them to see them. They don't transmit.
Yeah, I don't get it, dude.
They think we're way more advanced than we really are. We're not there yet. It takes a cell phone this big to be able, whoops.
What kind of information do they think they're going to get from the chip, dude?
Oh, he's got gas. His heart rate's up a little. So you're all positive.
I mean, literally, unless they can figure out how to get one to go in right up here, what kind of information you going to get? Oh, his heart rate's this and his temperature's this.
Well, if they can get the one in the brain to work, then we're way better off because there'd be a lot of paralyzed people that would really like that.
Yeah, E.T. phone home.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be sitting here talking. Our brains would be sitting here talking chip to chip, buddy.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, Vermont. I got to plug in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They're messed up, but
I mean, I really don't want to make fun of people, y'all, but I guess I am. But that has got to be. I've heard people say that people have said it. That was the first time that anybody ever told me that straight to my face. Ain't no chip going in me, and I know good and well by the look on my face that man knew that I was thinking, You the biggest dumb AWS I ever seen in my life, because there's no way I could block the look I'm sure that I had on my face.
I spent a half hour arguing a couple days ago with a flat earth. I'm just saying.
I gave up on that, dude.
And I don't know why I was doing it, but it just started irritating me and I kept going.
Yeah,
It's not even possible.
no.
Just
And it's basically from one saying in one book where it says the four corners of the earth.
well, that was also written a couple thousand years ago. I mean,
By somebody that wrote it years after supposedly somebody else wrote it, that was thousands of years after somebody else was supposed to have wrote it.
Yeah.
It goes back to the old saying, or the old game where everybody sit around in a circle and you whisper a story into somebody's ear, and by the time it gets all the way back around to you, it's completely different than it was when you said the story to start with.
sorry. I just read what Now said. You got to save that for next time.
You can tell them that they stand by you and it already transferred. Laugh out loud. There you go.
All the information transferred right over from your chip right to.
Yeah. But I got to get off here. But that goes back to people like the Jim Joneses of the world, the David Koreshes of the world. I always thought in my mind, how in God's green earth did they find people dumb enough to fall for that bull crap? Those people out there in San Diego waiting on the damn meteorite to come by, dressed in their black overalls and their tennis shoes.
Because they go after people who need.
Well, dude, I need a lot of things.
Who are just empty,
Well, I'm pretty empty and need a lot of things, but I ain't waiting on no damn comet to come by and pick me up and take me off into outer space. I'm pretty dumb, but I ain't that dumb.
Yeah. There was a whole Hare Krishna thing and all the other stuff too. So,
well, that's like that Jim Jones thing. That gave "Don't drink the Kool-Aid" a whole different meaning.
yeah,
But a lot of things has come out about that. They had security, and a lot of people were forced to do some things they wanted to do. But when you first signed up, security didn't make you do that. Yeah, I don't know nothing about any of that stuff, Travel Dreamer. I've never looked at it, but I just know I have enough problems of my own without waiting on a meteorite to come by and pick me up. Or some guy telling me that I got to bring my wife and my girlfriend and my kids, and once I get there, I can't have nothing to do with my wife or my kids anymore, that the head guy's going to take care of everybody. I just
put on your special underwear.
Yeah. Where do you find people like that? I need to get them to come to my channel.
Yeah.
Because obviously they need somebody to give them some guidance, and I'm just the person to do it.
You could be the new one.
Yeah, I'll be the new one. All right. Yeah.
All right, man.
All right. We'll see y'all. But I appreciate everybody coming, y'all. Y'all be safe. Everybody be good. Enjoy the Taco Thursday. And remember, guys, always be good to yourself and be good to each other. And I appreciate y'all. I'll try to be back on tomorrow. We'll see y'all.